This is a workout for Fred and whoever else ends up seeing it. So I have a few items. I have a ball and I have a foam roller, and I'm going to start with my foam roller. So I'm going to put it lengthwise and get onto it on my back. And from here, I'm just going to roll gently from side to side, letting it open up the space between my shoulder blades, massaging out my back, taking time to land in my body and massage out my fascia. And I'm actually going to sit up, leaning back, and just get into my glutes also, slowing it down. The slower you go, the more change you will, the more chance your body has to adjust, and the more likelihood of releasing tension and sort of changing whatever is holding in your fascia. If you are hoping for a change, don't go too quickly. Otherwise, it might be not the kind of change you want. Anyway, taking it back, I'm going to just circle my arms here, letting my scapula move around the foam roller, and then I'm changing directions, circling the other way, hydrating up my rotator cuff, and mobilizing the upper arms, and I'm just going to go a little bit further in between my shoulder blades right now. And then I'm going to turn it and get in this way, rolling again, mostly in between my shoulder blades, a little bit above them. Slowing down, breathing into it, letting my body relax. Shoulders melting, face relax. And then I am going to take it a little bit underneath my sort of lat into my scapula, and I'm going to move both forward and backward with this, and a little bit of up and down. And again, I'm moving through this fairly quickly, but if I wanted to make bigger changes, I would go slow, take my time, breathe into it. Shifting to the other side. That space underneath the scapula, I can get a little gummy, base of the scapula and lat. So just giving it a chance to move, going side to side, taking some time in there. And I'm supporting my head and kind of opening the ribs and letting them close a little bit. Go back to this first side again, same thing. Opening the ribs, opening the lungs, closing it in. And then I'm going to take it down into my legs. So hamstrings. I'm going to go both parallel with my legs here, and then sort of turning out my legs so I get a little bit more towards the outer lateral section of my hamstrings. Back to parallel. Maybe turn in a little bit as well. And then taking it down into my calves. So my calves tend to be pretty tight. I'm just going to sit on my butt and give a little bit roll back and forth. I'm trying to actually kind of stick it so that I get a little bit of shear from, as opposed to just rolling across. So here I'm rolling. Now I'm letting this part kind of stick to the foam roller and pulling it across so that between my bone and the foam roller there's a shearing. It sounds horrible. It's a Tom Myers term, who is a big massage body guru of the time. Try the other side. You don't want to shear your body, but you do want to give it different ways of moving on the inside with itself. So if I'm just rolling across the muscle, it's doing this, right? But if I let myself connect in, it's going to move the tissue more around. So I'm trying to get that to happen. Moving up and down with the calves. And then let's just let the feet circle a few times. Snap, crackle, pop. Waking up the toes, circling through the feet, shifting it lower. As you're circling through the feet, you can kind of bend and straighten your knees, just letting it get a little deeper into the calves. So I find when I'm moving and I have a sense of, let's say, just massage for now going on here, because the two things are working together, there's more likelihood that things are going to change. It's a little more of an active massage than a passive massage. Rolling, rolling, rolling. And then I'm just going to go up and down. I'm holding so much of my weight with my arms that my calves aren't getting that much. Trying to get to the outer edge. And then down to my Achilles, and I'm just going to go side side, and I'm adding a little bit of weight with my hands. And I'm trying to free up my feet so they're not all condensed in, but there's a sense of movement between the small little bones in the foot, little mobility in there, freedom. And then I'm going to flip over and go onto my quads. So taking the ball down, rolling, and releasing, massaging out the quads. Again, the slower I go, the more my body has time to take it in and process. So try slowing down if you want more profound change. I think that's what's happening in the world. Profound change, everyone being forced to slow down. So maybe we can take that in on a body level, a more aware, conscious, embodied level. Bending my knees, rolling across my quads from side to side. For me, this is very sensational. It is a little painful. My quads tend to be a little overworked. So massaging it out, rolling up and down as I go side side. So I'm getting a little bit more three-dimensional work in there. And then I'm just going to let myself hang over it for a second, butt up in the air. Big breath, letting my lower back have a different relationship to my body than usual. And then coming back up, I'm going to take a little bit of time in my IT band, side of my leg, and taking that all the way up to my hip. So IT band up, a little bit of glutes, a little bit of glute minimus and medius, tensor fascia lata, these muscles. If you don't know any of the names, don't worry about it, just roll. Switching to the other side, same thing. Rolling, adding a little bit of this forward backward as well as the up down. So you can go up down and then forward backward it. And then I'm taking that back to my quads. And I'm even going to do a little bit over the front of my shin. So tibialis anterior, this big chunk of muscle, which because I dance is fairly built up on me. So I'm just going to roll that out a little bit. as I'm doing this rolling forward, I'm also thinking of the relationship of my head, shoulders, neck, and lower back, letting that relax a little bit as I'm in this curled, rounded position. Last one. And then getting rid of the foam roller for now and taking it onto the floor. We are going to just stretch out, taking your arms up over your head, legs down below you, reaching long, stretch longer through the right side of your body, right arm and leg stretch away from center and release, and then the left side, left arm and leg stretch away from center and release, right side, right arm and leg stretch away, and release, left side, left arm and leg stretch away, and release, and then hands behind your head. You're going to exhale, chin into chest, inhale, open your lungs, exhale, chin into chest, stretching the neck, inhale, opening the lungs, exhale, all the breath out, inhale, open, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, last one, exhale, inhale, and relax down. Starting to get warmer in here. Just turning your head from side to side. Relax your face, relax your neck, relax your jaw, soften your tongue. If your teeth are closed, open them up slightly. Let the weight of your head drop into the floor, so nothing to hold. Let gravity just work with you and the earth, holding you, cradling you on the ground. And then we're going to hands behind the head, legs together, just crossing over, crossing to one side, inhale down, crossing to the other side, inhale down, crossing over, contralateral movement, twisting the body, exhale, cross, inhale, open, exhale, cross, inhale, open, exhale, cross, inhale, open, exhale, cross, inhale, open, exhale, cross, inhale, open. One more time each side. Cross, open, last one. Cross, and open, and drop your head down again. Turn it from side to side, relax your jaw, and maybe it's time to have a drink of water. Hydrating the tissue is about moving and using the breath, but at the same time, you also want to make sure that you are drinking enough water so that there is something in there to hydrate the tissue. And then taking it back down onto your back. We're going to do an arm circle with a knee drop. There's not a lot of room in this room, but I'm going to try anyway. So I'm dropping my knees to one side. This arm is going to circle around. I'm going to follow my hand with my eyes. Inhale as I open, making a big circle around my body, following my hand as I'm circling. Inhaling and opening, exhaling and closing. Inhaling and opening. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Big spiral open. Exhale. Close, change direction. Inhale. Filling up your lungs, opening up that upper quadrant of the body, the arm that you're using. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. And switch it over to the other side. Knees drop to the other side, circling up over your head. Inhale as you open, following your hand with your eyes, and exhale, close. If I move over, I may just be able to make that full arm circle. Nope, still hitting the wall. Inhale. Open it up. Exhale. Close. Inhale. Open. Exhale. Changing direction. Inhale. Blossoming, opening, radiating away from center. Exhale. Coming up. Inhale. Opening up. Freedom in the head and neck. Eyes following the fingertips. If you look into the palm of your hand as the arm is circling around, it should have some nice gradated rotation in your rotator cuff, in your shoulder. Bringing it back to center. And we're just going to do a big twist from here. Arms out side side. Dropping the knees to one side. Turn the head away. You can straighten the top leg. And then bring it in. Switch it over to the other side, straighten out, spiral, and bring it in, back to the first side, and stretch, and bring it in, and back to the second side, go, and knock things around, and stretch, and bring it in, and have some more water. And so we're going to do some pelvic lifts, some bridges. I do not have a block, so I'm using a roll of toilet paper, which is not quite as wide as I would like it to be. So a block would give you about this much more space. If you put it not the long way, not the narrow way, which doesn't work for the toilet paper, but the wide way. So block is between your knees, feet are parallel, hands down by your sides. We're going to do arms, inhale overhead, and then exhale, press as you come up. Inhale, float the arms up over your head. Exhale, press the palms up. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale, open. Exhale. Inhale. Fill up the lungs. Exhale. Press up and stay. Circles with your hips. Easy circles. Going in one direction and then change direction. Back of the body working, pushing the floor away. And then come into center, roll it down, take your block or toilet paper out and draw your knees into your chest. Draw your nose into your knees, pull into a little ball. Breathe, and let's do circles with your knees. Big circles, lubricating up your hip sockets, releasing your lower back. Soften and melt. Change direction. And come up and have another sip of water, or not. We're going to take it into a downward dog. Taking it into your downward dog, I'm going to take off my sweatshirt and walking through the heels in the downward dog. So downward dog, bend one knee, bend the other. Think of your paws like big animal paws, scrabbling. So like cats do, think of doing that with your feet, scrabbling one side then the other. Then you're going to let your hips drop one way and the other, adding a little bit more movement to that. And drop, and drop, and drop. And then we're going to lift up, take it forward, down, through your chaturanga, arching up, and exhale, taking it back down to the floor. So just some lifts. Inhale, up, baby cobra. Exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, lift, exhale, lower, inhale, up, exhale, down, inhale, up, exhale, hands next to your chest. You're going to push all the way. Lift and open. Exhale, release. Inhale. Up. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Up and take it back. And we're going to come back onto hands and knees. So this is going to be big circles. Hands are wide, circling, letting your scapula, rib cage, heart mobilize. Breathing into it and change direction, other way. Mobilizing rib cage, lungs, heart, letting go of anything that is not serving you. Melt. Then walking the knees back a little further, big circles with your hips down towards the floor. Stick your butt out in the back. And the other way. And then coming into center, back onto all fours. We're going to have out, in, out. So it's bird dog. Great name. But you're going to have two on each side. So opposite arm to leg. Out, in, out, change. Out, in, out, change. Out, in, out, change, out, in, out, change, out, in, out, change, out, in, out. One more time each side. Out, in, out, change, last one, out, in, out, and take it down to your forearms and cat-cow there. Arch and curl. Inhale, open. If you need to pause at any time, pause the video, have a drink of water, do whatever you need to do. Feel free to take time out when necessary. If I'm going too fast, just pause whenever you need to. Last one. And into pigeon. So taking the right knee forward or left knee, whichever one, heel towards your hip, other leg is reaching out and back, taking it down and just breathing into this. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. Let go, melt, and soften. Breathe. Think of your body spreading out on the floor, working with gravity to release, melt, let go. Everything is okay. You are there in your body. Yay! Breathe. And then push the floor away and come up and change it to the other side. Bring it in. Oh, I don't think my knee likes this side very much. So it's going to be a little bit more bent. Maybe it's okay. The joys of, I don't want to say it, the joys of existing. I don't want to say the joys of aging, but that's what I'm thinking. Take it down, melt, let go. Breathe. I've got to keep adjusting. This one is not particularly happy with this idea. Let go, soften. And then release that. And we're going to do this out and in with the ball. I don't know if I can do it in here. Let's find out. I think it should work. But it might look really weird on the video. Tuck in so I'm not flashing everybody. Going forward, and you're going to come in and out. Going 1, 2, 3. I'm on a really uneven surface. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, totally uneven, makes it really hard. 13, oh, falling off. 14, 15, and pushing it back. Oh my God, so hard. Because I'm on this weird carpet and on the floor, and anyway, opposite arm to leg. I'm gonna come off I think just use, can I do this? Can I balance? One leg and one arm. Not really, I'm not very good at this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, trying to fit in the room. 7, 8, 9, 10, and relax. Soften and melt. Let your head drop down. Just roll a little bit around. Let the ball massage out your belly and the front of your body a little bit. Breathing and letting go. And then coming off the ball, and let's do just a few squats with a releve. So this is an Anthony painting behind me. And then there are other paintings that are space paintings that are mine. And we have a beautiful Afghani war rug underneath us. Lovely. Inhale down. Stick out your butt. Get tall. Head right on top of your body. Reach it out. Up. Out. Up. Last one. Out. And up and down. Circles with your pelvis. And then the other way. Let your feet really mobilize as you're circling your pelvis. So you're not trying to stand up straight and you're letting them move. Mobility from the lower leg down into the foot. Good. And then we're going to come down into a side plank. So we're going to do just a side forearm plank, pressing up, pulsing up for 15. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Shift it around. To the other side, roll over, press it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And come down. Back to your first side, roll to the first side. I don't have a lot of room here for me to do the kicking forward and backward. Do I? Maybe I do. Coming into this sideline position, flex forward, pulse, point back. I do have room. Flex forward, point back, kicking the wall, flex forward. Please ignore that part of the wall where I try to experiment with taking off the weird wallpaper that we have in here. Flex, point, flex, point, flex. Oh, and then point, take it to the back. Circles in the back space. Try to straighten your knee, lengthen it out. Open the front of your hips, chest and shoulders open, neck is long. Change direction. And then bend your knees. Tap it out. Let's try a little quad stretch. Even if you're not super, even if you're just taking your leg back like that. If you can grab on, grab on. If not, don't. Just take it back, open up, and then bring it in, fold in. So you should be in a right angle in your hips, right angle in your knee. We're gonna go knee to ceiling. We'll do 12s. Going 1, 2, 3. You can relax your foot or point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tap it out. Let it go. And then keeping your hips stable up and down. 1. Doesn't have to be huge. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tap it out. And you're going to roll over onto your back. Cross that leg over the other. I'm going to use the wall as my partner to help get a little tighter into this. So I can bring it in, bring it out. This way you don't have to do it all here. You can use the wall as a prop. You could use a couch, a chair, something that's stable. Breathing into it. Relaxing the chest, relaxing the heart, relaxing the lungs. Melt, soften, let go. And then you're going to release that. I'm going to push back so I have space. And then with the same position, just let it drop from side to side. Loose, easy, relaxed, letting that massage through the hips and lower back. Softening in the abdominals, softening in the organs, giving yourself some internal massage, internal mobility. And then relax and just shake out your legs for a second. And switching to the other side. So how am I going to do this? I think I'm just going to go this way. I'm going to probably hit things, but that's okay. Flexing forward, pointing back. Flex and pulse, point and reach. Flex and pulse, point and reach. Opening this up, opening through your abdominals to the front of the body. Flex, pulse, kick the wall, point. Flex, forward, point, back. Flex, forward, point, back. Flex, forward, point, back. Two more. Flex, forward, point, back. Last one. Flex, forward, point, back. Circles in the back space. Easy circles. Opening through the front of the hip flexor. Feeling that connection almost from your rib cage out through your toes. Change direction. And again, folding, taking the knee back, breathing into it. Or just holding it back there. And then releasing down into, I'm going to just change the lighting in here a little bit if I can, which I can. Can I? Which way do I go? There we go. And down for those sideways knee lifts. Clamshell and hydrant. Up and down. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tap it out. Just the knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Tap it out. Roll over onto your back, using the wall or not. Crossing the leg you just used over the other leg and drawing it in. Even just laying like this, I can feel a big stretch in here. If I scooch closer to the wall, I'll get more. Breathing into it. Try to let the heart, lungs, rib cage, throat, neck, jaw soften. So you're not adding tension to other parts of your body while you're trying to release and stretch into whatever, wherever you're stretching. The hip in this case. Then I'm going to squish back and do the side, sort of windshield wiper, side, letting it open, massaging across my back, softening, melting, letting go, finding a sense of ease in your body, easiness, release, letting go of the things you don't need to be holding on to. And then coming back into center, both legs up, give them a shake, 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 shake. Shake your arms, and we're going to sit up on a chair and do a little bit of gyrokinesis-like stuff. So, first, opening the knees, let me back up just a little bit more. Opening the knees wide, dropping your head, rounding your spine, rolling it forward. At the bottom, reach out, lengthen, lift, and lift it up all the way to seated. Take it back slightly and then soften, melt. Drop your head, roll forward. Reach through your spine from your head to your tail. Open and lift. Opening, 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 and dropping it down. And inhale. Open and exhale. And inhale. Stretch it out. And let's go a little side here. I'm going to add my leg, just stretching one side and then stretching the other side, stretching side. The room is making my movement a little smaller than it might be. That's okay. Side stretch and open, and side stretch and open. And we are going to do a little kayaking, hands behind your head. So interlace your hands just right there around your occipital ridge, and then circling one elbow, circling the other, letting that move and ripple through your rib cage and lungs. So whole body working together to create this kayaking motion, mobilizing rib cage, lungs, heart, organs, nice sliding surface on your diaphragm so that your breathing is easy. Good, and then bring it into center, and we're just going to circle the shoulders here. Shoulders. As I'm circling my shoulders, I'm letting my spine free up as well, so there's mobility through my spine, and change, go the other way. And then spiraling, twisting, and coming back, spiral the other way, and come back, spiral, and come back, and spiral, and come back. And then we're going to do a little bit of feet on the floor, stretch it out, open them out to the side, bring them in, slide them out, side and in, out, side and in, out, side and in, change direction, side. Try to keep your feet connecting to the floor. So this is as much about your feet on the floor as it is about the knees and hips opening and closing. Last one. And release. And we are going to stretch up over our heads, interlace the fingers. I'm going to open wide so I have a good base of support, and then side stretch from there. Side stretch, up, side stretch. Press through your arms, side stretch, and up, and side stretch, and up, and release. Drop your head, and straighten up. Let's just do it here. Arch and open, exhale, hollow and curl. Legs are going to come together. Inhale, turn out, lift and open. Exhale, hollow, curl and come in. Inhale, radiate outward, opening, opening. Exhale, hollow, curl and close. Inhale, arch, open, expand. Exhale, hollow, curl and close. Stay in that enclosed space. Take a couple of deep breaths here. Let your head and neck and shoulders release as much as possible. You can do a slight little turn from side to side with the head, just inviting those upper traps to melt. And then sitting up tall and opening. A couple of big deep breaths here. And then coming back into center. And we are going to do one final downward dog. Back to the dog. Walking through your feet, bending the knees, taking it down through plank. Let's go through plank to a forearm plank, one knee to the floor at a time, parallel. Going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Taking it all the way down. Melting into the floor, head on your hands. Curl your toes under and just push up and down, rocking through your body, allowing the muscles to soften, release, and melt. Let go, breathe. And then bend your knees and let your legs fall from side to side, almost like you're wagging your tail. Let go, breathe, soften, melt, and then take it back. Hands next to your chest, arch up into a child's pose, arms way out. Let's walk the hands over to the right here, or the left, whichever one. Let your head drop down, big breathing into your lungs. Back through center, take it to the left. Let your head drop down, or whichever side, if you're mirroring me or doing your own. Bring it back to center. Soften, surrender, let go. Big breathing. And then roll it up through your spine. Take it to the dog. Find your length through your back. Walk your feet in. Open your feet wide and shift from side to side, bending one knee and bending the other. You may be pretty much off the floor here. You can take your block in front of you or not. Breathe, release, soften, melt, let go. Bring it into center, slowly roll it up, shake out whatever you need to shake out, coming all the way to the top. Now, I would be standing, but I know I'm out of frame. So inhale, open and lift. You are standing. I'm just kneeling so I can stay in the frame. Inhale, open your lungs, open your heart, open to the new experiences that are happening. You don't have a choice, we have to deal with it. So make it easier by breathing, expanding, opening, and then softening, melting, and letting go. So, thank you so much for participating. I hope you made it all the way to the end and hope to see you soon.